Hello, my name is CG-IE2.1-2401 and today I'm going to be your IELTS instructor. What is your name?
My name is Quang.
Okay, Quang. Your test has three parts. First, I'm going to ask you some simple questions. Then in part two, I'm going to give you a topic, time to prepare and time to talk about it. And further, in part three, I'm going to ask you to discuss more questions about the topic. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay, can we start?
Yes.
So first of all, where are you from?
I'm from Vietnam, and I live in Hanoi City, which is the capital of Vietnam.
And do you work or study?
I'm now studying in the high school called Marie Curie, and it located on the Ha Long district, which is really far away from this location.
Do you want to travel? Oh, let's move on to space, okay? Would you like to travel in the outer space?
I think I'm not really keen on it is because in the Earth that is more like adventurous place and more undiscovered place to do rather than just go for the dangerous place that we cannot have any information about it. And sometimes I will get many risks.
What would you do if you had an opportunity to travel outside Earth?
If I had a chance for going outside the Earth, I would go to the moon to experience that gravity that I have seen on YouTube, that the astronomer can jump about more than 2 or 3 feet.
Have you ever learned about stars and outer space?
Yes, I did, but just absorbed some lack of knowledge about it, like some basic, like their location, their space, and their shape.
Mhm. And do you believe it is important to study stars?
I don't think so. That, as I said, Earth have more things to discover, and star just like some far future to learn. And this time, we are discover about the AI and modern technologies. So I think learn about that kind of sectors is more important.
Okay, let's move on to jewelry. What type of jewelry do you like?
I don't have any interest on this jewelry. Like my father did want me to wear a watch, but I just refuse because it's really uncomfortable for me to play sport.
Have you ever given someone jewelry as a gift?
No, I have not given anyone as the jewelry as the gift. The reason is because some jewelry is too prohibitively expensive, and sometimes to find for a good one to make a gift is so difficult.
Where do people usually buy jewelry in your city?
In my city, there's abundant store that include these items that people can easily find it outside their house because it may be sometimes within just a short distance.
Mhm. Now we're going to move to part two, okay? I want you to describe a person you like to work or study with, okay? Let me get one paper. I want you to describe a person you would like to work or study with. You need to tell me who is the person, how long have you known this person, how did you meet this person, and why would you study or work with this person. You are going to have 1 minute to prepare and then 2 minutes to talk about it. Your preparation time starts now. Your time starts now.
Well, I'm going to tell you about the person that I like to study with. And the person today I will say about is Hio, which is my classmate at my high school. And his attitude is kind of like he's quite obese with a black hair and a brown eyes, and he's kind of tall. And his characteristic is kind of funny and sometimes too ridiculous. And I have known Hio for about more than 1 year after the time we attended for the first class at the high school. And my relationship with Hio is really good and sometimes too exceptional. Like we have engaged in many school activities and some outside school to strengthen our bonds, to have a really good connection. And the reason why I want to study with him at class or even in the meeting or outside the school is because he is always hilarious and really positive in everything. Mostly if he had a bad exam at school, he's just like feel bored and dissatisfied just about 1 hour, and after that he happy again. And the other reason is that when working with him we can make a really good ability of teamwork, and after that we will have a really good skills to improve in the next time when we apply for a job in future.
Okay, so let's continue. I want to ask you some more questions about working and studying with people. Okay? So, what are some characteristics that good co-workers should have?
In my opinion, the co-workers they have to have the characteristic of having positive emotion, that when their teamwork and their member have a problem, they are not kind of like not really aggressive and just fight with that member. They should balance their emotion to comprehend the problem and to counter the problem. And the other characteristic I would say is that be serious. And for example, when the member don't adhere to the regulation of the workplace, they must talk to them and introduce them to follow the rules instead of just overlooking that kind of problem.
Mhm. And what would happen if co-workers were not good in a company?
I think the if the coworker is not good in the company, the manager they should first is to watch to respect that kind of teamwork. If it's not really useful, they must shove for the other member from the different useless group to improve the productivity in this group.
Okay, I think that's enough. It is the end of your IELTS test.